Okay, I haven't really filmed in a little while. Just wanted to make this video because I felt bad for not making a video in like a month or something. Then I just decided to talk about something because like there's nothing else in the video I would do a gaming video game, but I want to do something new. Except Brett, you know, like gonna like this video because it's about a game, for an app, which is saying that all the material unless it's made by a serious company. So just leave the video. But okay. The game's is called My Singing Monsters. How do I explain? I can't play it since like I need to like root my I guess root my tablet so that I could like that way I could is it root? I guess it's root. Just so I can like film my tablet because I'm like using the tablet to film because I don't have a big budget, $1 million. Okay, My Singing Monsters. It's a game. Well, they sing, and the monsters, and they're yours. It's pretty self-explanatory, but like, there's like special parts to it. Like, okay, first off, there's two kinds of tutorials that you can get. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain each monster as we go on. This tutorial, which I think way more common, is you have to first buy a noggin, which is this rock, I guess, gnome, which plays like on its head. It pads its head like a drum, like a little bongo drum, and it basically starts the song. Like not starts the song when you have the full song. It starts like when you game to make it sound good. And then you go on, you get some more monsters like Mammoth, which is kind of like a mammoth, and like it goes. I'll try to imitate imitate it. No, replicate it. I'll make like videos of what the sounds sound like, or you can just look it up like. Look up MSM audio in case you're wondering what the heck they look like or what the heck they sound like. And then there's another one where you take the noggin and the mammoth and you breed them together because like there's a whole bunch of breeding in the game to get new monsters because like there's a thing called diamonds which allows you to speed up breeding and nursery things. Or they make you buy if you don't use the breeding things, you have to buy at the store, and they're like 30 diamonds, and that's actually a lot. And that's just for like a easy to get monster. But but yeah, you're supposed to use the breeding structure, and on that tutorial you get noggin, you get your mammoth, and then you put it in, and then when it's done breeding, you go see the incubator, like a nursery or something. Sort of like how you walk around in Pokemon to hatch an egg, but instead you had to wait like 12 hours or something. It's always different. But then it hatches, and then you place it on the island, and that monster is called a Drumpler. It's you're saying, oh, we already have the drum monster. Well, this one sort of has more of the actual drums, so like a snare, and it sort of adds. There's a one pipe with only noggin that you would have because there would be noggin and mammoth, and there would be a part with them only noggin. So adding Drumpler will make it sound better. So basically like a sort of snary drum kind of guy. And yeah, then it keeps going on. You have to bake. You have to feed your monsters to level 4 to get them to in order for them to breed. Um, and there's some special monsters. The most amount, the okay, there's 5 elements in the game: plants, cold, air, water, and earth, and 5 islands based on those elements. And the first one you get is plant, then cold, then air, then water, then earth. Each getting more expensive than the last. That's making you think that you're never going to get that. But yeah, you will. There's some really special monsters though. Um, one based off a real person. Uh, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this, but Christian Bush from Sugarland. There's a monster based on him. Um, and even an island based all over based on entirely on him, because he's like a fan of the game. And the monster's called Sugarbush. Yeah, it's not called Christialand, as you might have called it. No, it's Sugarbush. And it plays a mandolin and goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know it sounds weird, but like it's actually kind of nice. And then like on its island, it's based on the song that Christian Bush made, "Love and Money," and it has like a sugar fam, which is like a whole bunch of sugars that weren't like seen in the game before. But then, well, now they're pretty easy to figure out. Some of them aren't that famous, even though you think they're gonna be famous. Like there's one called Sugar Toy, Sugar Joe, and those two aren't really like noticeable enough. Like usually people think about Sugar Block and Sugar Buzz. People think and Sugar Box. People think of those ones. Like you might not get what I'm saying, but there's a lot of sugars. Just look it up. Just look up My Singing Monster MSM Audio. Then there are when you get a monster to level 15, depending on what monster it is, it can place on a certain island. If it's possible, if it's Sugar Bush or a certain monster, it might be put onto Sugar Bush Island. But every single monster, except for some special ones we'll be going off later, can be placed onto, except for the Sugar Fam and things we are talking about later. I messed it up. Can be placed onto the Gold Island. And you know they make a big sound, but like it's super hard to get any monster to level 15, and because you have to like spend like 2 million, no, I think 3 million coins just to get a whole bunch of enough food to get your monster to level 15, and that's only like one element. The most you can add is a full element. Well, when you think about it, there's a kind of monster like a 5 element, and they're called Ethers. They're their own species, I guess you call it, and they are plasma, shadow, mech, crystal, and poison. Well, the elements of them. They all live on Ethel Island. There is no 3 or 4 elements, only 1 and 2 elements, and basically they make a new sound, and they're going to be, and you transport the single elements to the Ethel Island. So, and each of them is on a special island. So, plant has gas, which is a plasma, which is kind of like a ghost cat piano thing. Cold has Grumpy, which is like a sort of bat. I guess that's mostly all I gotta say. A grumpy bat thing. Air has Weeblo, a mech. Grumpy is Shadow, in case you're wondering. Weeblo is mech, and it is a blue brain with a robot suit. Uh, then we got water with Geode, which is like this crystal bean. I don't know, crystal bean. Then this Earth Island with Humbug, which sort of has this guitar-y sound, which is like a bee. It's a bee, and then when it I don't know, buzzes its wings, it sounds like a guitar. Not all monsters sing. There's a lot of monsters that play instruments. Then there's some that like little seasonals, which are basically at certain parts of time, you can get this kind of monster. There's 5 of them: Punkleton, the Plant Island, and so the Halloween skeleton with a pumpkin face. And then for Christmas, it's Yule, and it's like this. Well, it's Yule tide, so yeah, it's Christmas. And I don't know how. I guess like you could explain like sort of like Santa. I guess is a monster with antlers and deer hooves, whatever. And like its beard is like attached to this shit thing that it has on, cause it's wearing like this like what do you call it, jumper? Yeah, jumper. I wanted to call it that. Yeah, and then on A Island it has two, but like before you say, wait, you said there's five, so there's five islands, so the only one is on each island. Well, A Island is kind of special since it has two. But one of them is on another island as well. Smoochel, which is basically a Valentine's monster, is like two heads, sings a little cute little song, and that's it. It's really special. I have that one. That's the only seasonal I have so far, because like it's March. But the next one is Hoopa. Not Hoopa, not the Pokemon. Hula. And it's sort of like there's another monster called the Pom Pom, which is like a cheerleader kind of monster, and it's kind of like the best friend of that monster. Like it has a hula hoop, and it kind of has a higher pitch, and without it, Pom Pom kind of sounds annoying, but with it, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. It's sort of it's not high pitch, but like it's sort of like I don't know, like hey Nana, hey Nana, Nana, hey Nana. It's kind of like it's gonna sound terrible in video, but it sounds normal in real life. But then uh Hula, that was Pom Pom by the way. Hula sounds like this. He Nana. So like that. So it's like it kind of like a sort of faster, a little higher sort of version of it. Next is, and it's also on Earth Island, so we don't have to do the Earth Island. The last one, which is going to be in a couple of months, and I'm really trying to get it, pretty soon. I'm going to try to get it, and it's like an Easter monster, and it's a Blabbit. But in order to get it, I need to upgrade my castle, because in the game there's beds. And without enough beds, you can't place a certain monster. And to get the Blabbit, I need to do a certain breeding thing, which has this whistling plant thing named Sponge. And one of my favorite monsters, the Scups, which is like a suction cup, a blue white thing, which I find somehow found hilarious. And yeah, I need that, and I need 6,500,000 in order to put both of them on the island. And it's gonna take like, I'm almost done. I'm pretty much almost done. But the Blabbit isn't like on right now. Also, the ethels that I was talking about before, they have a 1% chance of getting. So, and I got like 1 Ghast, 2 Grumpires, and 1 Rebro. And there's a breeding, final thing. There's this breeding bonanza thing, and basically it makes it so that it's easier to get ethels, and like right now there's one, and it says 500%. You're saying, oh, I'm gonna get the thing 100% of the time. No, that means 5%, because it's up by 500%. So, and right now it's 1%, so it goes up by then. It's 5%. So that's the video. I don't know. Is it good enough? Yeah. Good job. See you later.